PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Approve na gabi po sa inyo lahat, mga kaibigan. Ako si Elaine Fuentes at minsan pa inaanyahan ko po kayong samahan nyo kaming muli at tulungan kayo. Sama-sama nating tuklasin ang mga proyekto, plataforma, programa ng gobyerno, maging mga pribadong organisasyon at asosasyon na sadyang ginawa po naman para sa ating kapakinabangan. Nais din namin na ibahagi ninyo inyong reaksyon, session at opinion sa ating email at fan page na naka-flash po ngayon sa inyong mga screens. Makilawak na kaibigan, dahil ito'y programang para sa inyo. Dito walang alinlangan dahil dito ituturo namin ang mga pamamaraan. Ito ang Aprub, gawin natin to. Maraming nagnanasa na magkaroon ng sariling business. Sila ay pagod na sa paninilbihan sa kanilang mga amo. Ang tanong ng marami, meron ba kayang pag-asa yung mga ganitong mga pangarap? Merong isang organisasyon na nagsimula ito sa isang noble na layunin at ito ay lumaki ng lumaki. Nagsimula dito sa Manila pero ngayon ay all over the Philippines. Ang ating kasama ngayon ang mismong chairman ng Negosyo. Alamin natin kung ano ang kanilang mga programa tungkol sa livelihood at pati sa agrikultura. Dito lamang yan sa Aprub. Magbabalik po kami.
Health is our most important asset, and it should always be a constant effort to seek ways to take care of it. That includes professional medical help from the best available. The Manila-Beijing Medical Associated Incorporated is known as one of the most specialized centers in medical services, backed by several experienced physicians in Chinese medicine. At an accuracy rate of 98%, countless patients who visited Manila-Beijing Medical Associated Incorporated have already been treated and cured.
Marami po ospital na napuntahan, pero wala ring nangyayari. Somebody introduced me to Manila-Beijing Medical Associated. After 2 treatments, gumanda ang pakiramdam ko.
My friends introduced me Manila-Beijing Medical Associated, and luckily, I got cured. So I sincerely want to thank the doctors of Manila-Beijing Medical Associated.
For the past 30 years, ang dami ko nang na-take na mga gamot. Nothing happened to me. So until one my friend introduced me to Manila-Beijing Medical Associated, you know what? All my illness was cured.
For any health problems or incurable diseases, you can visit Manila-Beijing Medical Associated Incorporated, located at 843B Sabino Padilla Street, Binondo, Manila.
这里是非中新闻台 CNTV，
我是 Candice 陈静宇。
And my name is Ricky 孙凯。
我是您的新闻主播 Wesley Chua 蔡南中。
我是您的气象 buddy 真诚陈金霄。
我是您的新闻主播 Henry Chang 郑启能。
我是您的新闻主播潘伟莲 Michelle Pan。
我是您的气象 buddy Diane Ashton 陈洁瑜。
Saganang Mamamayan, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga.
Maraming mga makabagong paraan ng pagbibenta at pagninegosyo ang lumitaw sa panahon ngayon. Ito ay dulot na rin ng makabagong teknolohiya. Nangunguna dito ang tinatawag na online selling. Kung diskarte ang pag-uusapan, sadyang likas sa mga Pilipino ang pagiging mapamaraan. Ang talentong ito, kapag sinahugan ng karagdagang kaalaman at kasanayan, mas malamang na magresulta ito sa tagumpay, lalo na sa larangan ng entrepreneurship. Ang Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship o PCE ay isang non-stock at non-profit na organisasyon. Ito ay may advokasya ukol sa entrepreneurship na tinatawag na Negosyo. Ang Negosyo ay may layuning maiba ang kaisipan ng mga Filipino at ang kanilang ugali pagdating sa negosyo, para na rin sa mas progresibo at makabagong mga proseso. Naniniwala ang mga miyembro nito na ang susi sa kahirapan ay ang paglahok sa mga entrepreneurship activities. Sa pamamagitan ng mga caravans, multimedia, TV and web campaigns, at mga books, mas naihahatid ng Go Negosyo ang kanilang layunin na makapagbigay inspirasyon sa kung paano magiging matagumpay at popular ang mga Pilipino pagdating sa negosyo. Naniniwala ang Go Negosyo na teach a nation how to fish, feed the nation many lifetimes. Ngayong gabi, makakasama natin mismo ang founder ng Go Negosyo at ating alamin ang kanilang inspirasyon sa pagtayo nito, kasama si Miss Elaine Fuentes dito lang sa Aprub. Ako si Ellery Husay at Aprub sa amin, ang organisasyong ito.
Naku mga kaibigan, ikinararangal po natin na ang ating kasama ngayon, hindi sa ating munting tahanan kasi tayo yung dumayo sa kanilang munting tahanan. The one, the only, Mr. Joey Concepcion. Ano ba sir ang ita-title ko sa inyo? Ang dami mo kasing title eh. Sa government, you are the Presidential Advisor
for Entrepreneurship.
For Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
But in your civic work, you are the...
Well, I'm the Go Negosyo founder basically.
Right.
We've been doing this for the last 10 years now.
Right. And then, sa business naman...
I am running this company. Ice cream, Selecta,
right.
all of that. Pasta.
Right. Yung mga childhood products yan eh.
Yeah. My own little business, popcorn.
Right.
Buhay pa yan.
Okay, so we're going to talk about, sir, basically, kasi nakatie up yung iyong pagiging public servant tsaka yung iyong pagiging civic worker. So let's talk about Go Negosyo. Because Go Negosyo started as a dream. And then now, it's not a dream anymore because it has not only grown, it has expanded. So how did you think about Go Negosyo?
Well, when I was asked by PGMA to be her advisor on entrepreneurship way back then, of course I accepted. Kasi I was an entrepreneur. I started our business, our ice cream business, Selecta, which was only a 20 million business at that time. No? So and of course, soft drinks, Cosmos Bottling also, another good story. So I more or less, even if we come from more or less an affluent family, the challenges that you face when you challenge huge corporations, then was Coca-Cola, the largest soft drink company.
Right.
Magnolia, the largest ice cream company.
Right.
It was almost hard to believe that one day somebody would overtake them in market share, and we did. No?
Right.
So I felt that it was time for me to start sharing the pathway to success because during that time, karamihan ng mga tao under that era were full of pessimism. We had a couple of coup d'etats at that time.
Right.
The situation was pretty unstable, and to support PGMA then, I felt that to launch a private sector movement. No? It couldn't be really a government movement because entrepreneurs are private sectors. So
Right.
I got the children of the large conglomerates, sila Harley C. ng Schumart. Of course, then Vicky Bello was still starting.
Right.
Nanay Kuring was one of them, among many others, Roland Hortales of Splash. No? And formed this group. No? I think Attorney Gosen of Channel 7 was part of that. So we were about 12, 14 people who joined my quest for entrepreneurship. And at that time, ang kilala ng mga tao dito is, they won't understand what entrepreneurship is. Kasi pag entrepreneurship, ano ba yan, no? Pero pag negosyo, alam nila yan. So madaling intindihan. So that's how we branded Negosyo. And
way back then, sir, entrepreneurship is not a popular term as yet because ang mindsetting nun is mamamasukan ka.
Or you work for somebody or magtatrabaho ka sa ibang grupo or corporation or ang tinatawag nilang livelihood. No? Pero livelihood, it's different. It's like, parang saling puso ka lang sa livelihood. So we had to rebrand it, and that's my forte, marketing. So we branded it as Negosyo. Now in the middle, you have two letters, G-O.
Okay.
We highlighted that and called it Go Negosyo. That's how it started.
Okay.
No? And we started to align the meaning of Go Negosyo as entrepreneurship. So mas kilala ng mga tao na pag negosyo yan, entrepreneurship yan.
Okay.
And you know, so we did a lot of events from basically targeted yung mga youth natin in colleges, those in third year, fourth year college, getting ready to join either the workforce.
Right.
We focus on that group first.
Right.
Because
there have been write-ups about this that it was a complete shift because you targeted the youth nga that is going to join the workforce, pero you gave them options, you gave them alternatives and viable alternatives at that because you gave examples through your group, no, na pwede yung gawin ito, hindi lang isang direksyon ang pwede yung puntahan. And it has been recorded na marami doon sa mga nag-graduate sa inyo, so to speak, ang nag-establish na mga businesses na rin nila now.
Yeah. When we do this, we don't tell people, pag graduate nyo, magtayo kayo ng business.
Yeah.
Na maski wala kayong idea na anong business nyo papasukin, delikado yan. You have to determine your skill. But when we say you have to be entrepreneurial, which means also you can be enterprising. So there is nothing wrong in joining a company.
Yes.
Learning and doing the best there and becoming enterprising. Marami dyan na successful, what we call entrepreneurs, no? Entrepreneurs who work for people. Si MVP, hindi naman may-ari yan na buong PLDT, no?
Yeah.
He's also a shareholder,
Right.
but he's not the owner of the whole thing. So, he's an entrepreneur. But he's been very successful. Even sa nakikita, halos ang dami niyang binili na negosyo ngayon at umuunlad. Kasi he has the values of an entrepreneur. Yun ang importante. Even our own corporation, in defeating large ones, you have to be entrepreneurially minded, whether you have your business or whether you work for somebody.
Okay. Why entrepreneurship?
Well, nakikita natin, what drives the country is the private sector. What drives the private sector is really the entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs are what we call the problem solvers. In every problem, there is an opportunity. Kung walang problema, there's no opportunity, di ba? The solution to a problem is the opportunity. So, and that is where we try to emphasize, no? So, pag may problema dyan ang buong bansa natin during especially the time of PGMA, there was just too much pessimism in the country. Lahat walang mangyayari sa atin. Yung forex natin bumabaksak and all of that, no? But if you look at it, at that time, makano lang ang lote dito sa Makati? Biro mo, sa most prime areas was maybe about 30,000 at the lowest to 40,000 dyan sa these exclusive villages. Ngayon, makano ngayon after 15 years? Yung Fort Bonifacio, when they bidded that out, ang nanalo, ang grupo namin, 25,000 per square meter. Then, ngayon, 1 million plus per square meter.
Right.
So, in the worst times, when there is a lot of problems, that has the best opportunity.
Okay.
So, that is when, yun magaling ang mga Filipino-Chinese. When they look at trouble, they take the opportunity. Because everybody is escaping. And dyan, mas mura bumili ng mga stocks natin at that time. Hindi pa tayo umaabot ng 1,000 sa index. Ngayon, 8,000 na. So, you put 1 peso lang there, that's 8 pesos there, technically speaking. So, all of those who were optimistic during the most challenging times have become multimillionaires.
Right.
So that is what we were trying to tell people. I mean, it's not, okay, have the bahala na attitude. That's not the right way. In other words, surround yourself with optimistic people.
Right.
That's important because once you're a pessimist, forever you will never succeed.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
you will never go anywhere.
You will never go anywhere.
So yung Go Negosyo, sakto yung pasok sa Philippine society because as you were saying, pessimistic ang aura noon, pero pumasok si Go Negosyo to infuse a new idea. Can we call it really new or new sa Philippine society?
No, it's not really new. I think the point being is that with poverty, there is always pessimism. So we have to challenge that mentality. And if you look at it, kaya ang dami natin leaving the country as OFWs because they look forward to a more optimistic scenario. So they're not pessimists. They will not sit down and just sige, bahala
Wallow,
na.
yeah.
Bahala na ang Diyos sa akin.
Oo.
That's wrong. Wala kang mangyayari.
Right.
So, ang ginawa nila, nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa.
Right.
So, they are now doing better than they're here.
Just staying here,
They're
oh.
bringing their dollars back home, helping the country, and then helping their family. Yung mga children nila, at least are going to better schools. Yun ang importante kasi because of poverty and education, we lack the best education in this country, especially in the public school system.
Right.
To be able to reach a higher level in life, you have to be mentored properly.
Right.
So they are now able to send their children to private schools.
Right. You mentioned the term mentor. That's a big thing here at Go Negosyo, but we'll go into that later. I'd like to ask, this is probably a big question to others also. Sabi mo, kinuha mo, you enjoin the others na nag-succeed naman, like Bello and then all the others. How are you able to put them together, knowing that these are strong-willed people also with their own ideas? How are you able to put them together to go one direction in as far as Go Negosyo's goal is concerned?
Well, all entrepreneurs think alike. All successful entrepreneurs think alike. They share the same values. You will not see an entrepreneur who is successful who is a pessimist. I have not seen that. An entrepreneur who's been successful all his life continues to be an optimist. Katulad ni Nanay Kuring, who's one of our trustees. I mean, she's in the 90s, she's full of life.
Right.
And she continues to work hard. So, karamihan sa kanila ay optimistic, you know. They have the passion to, you know, sabi nga, sipag at syaga, hard work and perseverance. Maraming problema ang dadating. Talagang that's part of life and you have to confront those problems. And this is important. It's really the right mindset as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So all of these people share the same values. They have been mentored well, I guess so, because that's why they are there today.
Successful,
Katulad ni
yes.
Mang Inasal in Japsia, who maybe about 7 years down the road became, you know, part of the group. I met him with in Iloilo, 40 stores, and look where he is today. You know?
Right. Every corner.
Not only that, he sold his business to
Yes.
Jollibee. He's now invested in Double Dragon. He's now maybe valued close to $1 billion. No?
Right.
From where? From a school in Iloilo.
Right.
Started with so little stores in a span of what? 15 years.
Right.
So 13 years. So when I met him, that was about thereabouts when we started Go Negosyo.
Right.
It's 13 years today, Go Negosyo. Imagine, from nothing, almost nothing, to close to $1 billion in wealth. So
And coming from the province also.
that's right. So it doesn't mean that if you are in the province, you don't have a chance to be successful. You do. Kasi karamihan ng mga regional brands, katulad ng CDO, McKinney, and all of these people are from Pampanga and all over. Cebu, Justin Uy, Dried Mango, Philippine brand. I mean, marami dyan. Marami. So, lahat yan have been mentored well, have the right values of an entrepreneur, are passionate, and know how to define the right business model.
Right. Now, I mentioned kanina that you mentioned this term, mentoring, and this is a very big deal here at Go Negosyo because I think this has become one of the core, if not the core, of what Go Negosyo is doing right now. And it has done a lot. It has branched out, it has expanded, and not only for purposes of educating, but actually providing what is needed in the mentorship program. Alam niyo mga kaibigan, very inspiring. Beginning pa lang ng ating interview with Mr. Joey Concepcion. Marami pa kasi actually ang daming success stories na pagka narinig ninyo ay may inspire din kayong gisingin yung inyong entrepreneurial side. Tama ba yun, sir?
Yes.
Entrepreneurial side. So, don't go away. We'll be right back. Pagbalik natin, ano ang mga nagawa ng Go Negosyo at anong balak ni Mr. Joey Concepcion in the next, let's say, 5 years. Magbabalik po ang Aprub.
Is our most important asset, and it should always be a constant effort to seek ways to take care of it. That includes professional medical help from the best available. The Manila Beijing Medical Associated Incorporated is known as one of the most specialized centers in medical services, backed by several experienced physicians in Chinese medicine. At an accuracy rate of 98%, countless patients who visited Manila Beijing Medical Associated Incorporated have already been treated and cured.
Marami ko ospital na napuntahan, pero wala ring nangyayari. Somebody introduced me to Manila Beijing Medical Associated. After 2 treatments, gumanda ang pakiramdam ko.
My friends introduced me Manila Beijing Medical Associated, and luckily, I got cured. So I sincerely want to thank the doctors of Manila Beijing Medical Associated.
For the past 30 years, ang dami ko nang na-take na mga gamot. Nothing happened to me. So until one my friend introduced me to Manila Beijing Medical Associated, you know what? All my illness was cured.
For any health problems or incurable diseases, you can visit Manila Beijing Medical Associated Incorporated, located at 843B Sabino Padilla Street, Binondo, Manila.
Welcome to the garden. A world that recaptures the value of life, creating your moments, kindling your passion, worth reliving over and over. This is your world, your life, your garden.
Responde! Miyerkules, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi.
Tonight, we are here with, babasahin ko mahaba yung pangalan mo, Sir Jose Maria A. Concepcion III. Pero kilala siya ng lahat at Mr. Joey Concepcion. Andito tayo sa kanilang headquarters kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay Negosyo. Sir, Negosyo is now 13 years old.
Yes,
Okay.
13.
Teenager pa lang kung tao ang pag-uusapan. Pero looking back, you have had shining moments already. Could you tell us some of the few shining moments, yung mga na-accomplish niya ng Negosyo?
Well, today, I mean, we have thousands of people who have gone through us, joined us, laid active, inactive, and active again. And Negosyo has no such thing as a membership. It's a group that comes together. We have a lot of mentors. We're now building a huge mentor base. We're about close to 500 mentors now. But that's not enough because since we are partnered with DTI, DA, Department of Agriculture, DAR, and eventually maybe DSWD, and maybe the National Youth Commission, we have to really build up our mentor base. And we're looking at maybe 700, 800 mentors. And in the last year, we launched the AMEN, the ASEAN Mentorship for Entrepreneurs Network. So that is something that is my brainchild. It was an idea that to take mentorship at the ASEAN level, whereby you now are able to get mentors from all the other countries and our country, and each one can share these mentors, be it in the field of digital, agriculture, marketing, etc., etc.
Right.
So at one go, when we launch a program, let's say an event, let's say be it the digital space or agriculture, we can pull immediately mentors to come and mentor mentees or mentor the mentor. No? So this has come a long way. I mean, I can't count the number of events, hundreds of events all over. And now, we're not only continuing these events, we have partnered with the Department of Trade and Industry, this group. So we are mentoring. Last year, about 2,300 mentees graduated. So this year, they're looking maybe at another 2,500 to 3,000 mentees. The waiting list is about 15 to 18,000 existing entrepreneurs. No? So, and agriculture has the same number or even maybe more. So that is the challenge. No? And mentoring is very important. Actually, my program really focuses on 3 M's. Mentorship, money, and market.
Okay.
For you to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be mentored well, and the right values, the right character, the right outlook in life, etc., etc. But you have to also know where to get the money Because without the money, how do you start the business?
Yes.
No? Whether it is somebody investing sa business nyo or you're borrowing money. So that is important. Money is important to start and money is important to grow. The next is the market. Without a market, you can never be successful.
Yep.
Because sinong ibibenta mo yung produkto mo, yung service mo. No? So all of these 3 M's are very important. Mentorship is always ongoing. And as we grew up, we were mentored by our parents, our educators. So that gives
Our
the foundation.
environment,
And the environment, the friends that you
Yes.
have, the church that you go to, whatever religion you are. To me, it doesn't matter. But what is important is the right values are there. If you belong to an organization or a church or whatever, or your parents are all full of negative, you will never make it in life. O pag ganyan, wala na. That sets the wrong value.
Right,
So you will have a bigger challenge moving forward.
Okay.
So these 3 M's are important, and this is where we focus basically.
I was there at the AMEN, ASEAN Mentorship Entrepreneurship Network, and I was able to interview the delegates that joined from other countries, and they were very excited. They said there was a like program, but not totally similar to what you're doing here, and they're very excited to learn from us and for us to learn from them also. Are you planning on expanding this? Because this was ASEAN and all the honorary countries or whatever you call it. But are you going to expand this